Hi. How are you? Good. All right. We live. Now I can see who's at home. Hi, friends. Drop in anything in the chat that you want to do today. All right. How are you doing? Happy Monday. To remind myself what day it is. My name's Alyssa, filling in for Anisha today. Thanks for coming. Do we have any requests? Any suggestions? Anything you want to get in your body or get out? Specific pose or part of the body? Let me know. Hip stuff. Release it. Gotcha. Hip stuff down. Anything else? Cool. Here for the flow. Just down for the ride. Let's do it. So we'll do some hip stuff. What else I'm thinking? I think we'll get into the back of the legs. I've been really into the hamstrings and calves lately. So we're going to get into that, stretch it out. Can't ever go wrong with that. And that's all connected to hips, so that's great. See if anyone drops anything from home. Let me know. Yeah, let's get into it. Full body flow. Get into thighs, shoulders, head to toe. Come to a comfortable seat. That feels good. Propping up might feel nice under the hips. Getting hips a little higher than the knees. Stream is working great. Awesome. And then just come bring your hands to your thighs. Allow yourself to really sit up tall, so maybe even moving some flesh underneath you side to side, just to feel yourself grounded. Get the sits bones wide. As you rest your hands down, you have a choice. You can have your palms facing down for that more grounded energy, kind of hold in the energy you have now. Maybe just basking in what's been brought to you, or if you want to flip the palms up, maybe you're feeling a little more open, a little receptive today, feeling more of a want to exchange energy. So just find what calls to you naturally. And then we'll start really centering into our posture. So anchoring down through the sits bones, finding some length within the low back. Start to feel the hip points actually lift up towards the rib cage, just leveling out the pelvis. Rib cage stacked over pelvis. We'll stack the shoulders over the rib cage and then slide your head back so that's more in line with your heart. I'm just taking this moment here to settle and soften and land. You made it here, and that's like 60% of the effort. So allowing the physical self to arrive, but all your other layers to start to join in on the process. Take this time to tune the awareness inwards and call yourself back to center from all the places you dispersed yourself this morning. Arriving into the week, shedding the weekend, shedding last week. And just getting yourself to really soften. Feel the skin kind of soften away from the muscles. The muscles soften from the bones. And as you start to look towards your breath, just kind of bear witness to the inhales and how they fill you up without manipulating or changing the breath in any way. And then notice how the exhales just kind of relieve you of tension, relieve you, offering more space to spread out. And just noting how the breath naturally fills you up, fuels you, and informs you once you start to quiet the mind. So on your next inhale, take your time. We'll start to draw in a deeper breath, filling up the belly, the lungs, the chest. Then as you exhale, open mouth, sigh it out, and feel the navel draw back. Feel the lungs contract and the chest lowers. Inhale deeply and fully, sitting up tall as you lift through the crown of your head. And then exhale, offer the breath back out to the world. Inhale deeply, feel the inner body get bright, feel the inner body expand. And then as you exhale, feel the outer body soften. And just keep finding those waves with the breath. As you inhale, fill up. As you exhale, soften and release. We'll start to slowly take deeper, bigger breaths. As you inhale that next breath, let it be longer than the last. And then as you exhale, can you match the length of the inhalation? So inhale for as many counts as you'd like, 4, 5, 6 counts. As you exhale, can you keep that breath the same length? Maybe you practice your Ujjayi breath here, perfect day for it. Inhaling through the nose, feeling that warm whisper cultivate at the base of the throat. Then as you exhale, feel that warm air exit the body through the nose. And allowing this Ujjayi breath to really clear up some energy pathways to the brain, kind of balancing out the two hemispheres of the brain. Find that soft whisper through the nose. And that exhale through the nostrils, that sigh. Just take a few rounds of breath to yourself, just to notice your rhythm, your own pace. And on your next inhale, we're going to lift the hands, pressing palms together in the front of the heart, maybe right over the chest. Coming into this gesture of sincere self-reverence. Our heart is where we get called to this practice. So just honoring that center, honoring it for bringing you here today. Coming into this practice of movement, self-embodiment, and really practicing agency and autonomy. This is your practice, your hour. Following your breath and listening to the body's sensations, the way our body speaks to us. So we'll take one more deep breath, lifting heart to thumb, shoulders back. And on your exhale, just bow towards your heart. We'll keep that connection unwavering by releasing the hands down. Blink the eyes open, filter in some more light. We'll lift the head back up. Let's take a deep breath and shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Maybe do that one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release, and then soften the chin towards the chest. Take a moment just to sway the head side to side, even as the shoulders lie back. Start to feel this like gentle, kind of like a nurturing tug between the shoulder blades. And then you can start to roll your head in one direction, bringing the head all the way in full circles. Let the jaw be released. So even if the lips are touching, let the teeth be slightly apart. And then the next time your right ear falls towards your right shoulder, just pause there and give yourself a little forward and head back, a little slide in the head, just to massage the side of the neck. Doing our best not to force anything, just like lean into it. And then pause, ear to shoulder, take your right hand on top of your head, just as like a paperweight. We're not forcing, again, anything, just encouraging. And then the left arm can reach out beside you, offering a little more space. If this feels good, stay here, but you could sweep that left hand across the low back, but just notice if that shoulder head wants to come forward. Can we keep sliding that shoulder back, shoulder blade to the spine, and then soften the jaw, take a deep full breath. Exhale, offer it out. Release your hands, chin through the chest. Take your head in the opposite direction that you just took it. So reversing that circle. Careful through that side stretch. And then allow the left ear to fall towards the left shoulder. And we'll pause there, keeping the arms just dangling. Give yourself a little massage, sliding the head forward and back. And then find somewhere right in the middle. Maybe you float that left hand to the top of your head. Encourage the ear over, and then reach through the right fingers. You can stay here, Loosening up the jaw, letting the tongue settle at the roof of the mouth, or slip that arm across the low back. And just notice if you're like pouring the hip points forward, can you keep anchoring sits bones down? Offer a lift in the right ear, take a deep inhale, and then on your exhale, maybe you lean further. We'll release the hands, plug the head back in, sit up tall. Let's notice what that offered you. And let's take it forward, rock it into your tabletop. Uncross your ankles underneath you, and let's come forward. Stacking knees under the hips, wrist creases under elbows. Feel free to grab your blanket just for extra padding under your knees. And then spread your fingers nice and wide here. So let each space between the fingers be even to the next. And then you're gonna grip into the fingertips so much. If I come around and can lift your index finger, you're not gripping enough. Soften the shoulders, lengthen the tailbone to the heels, and reach the crown of the head forward. Let's take a deep breath into the back body, the side body, and the belly. Fill up. And then as you exhale, round your spine. Find your cat pose. Inhale to lift your hips. Drop the belly. Lift your gaze, coming into your cow. Move with your breath. Anchor down those fingertips, and then round through the spine. Inhale, collarbones wide. Slide the palate back. Feel free to close the eyes once again. Tune back into your own breath, your own rhythm. Really let the breath guide you in this space. Almost like let the breath tell you when to transition. And then feel free to add some more movements that complements the breath. Tucking your toes. You could shift your hips back to the heels. Find some body circles within the torso. And if the wrists feel funky at any point, maybe you start to sweep your fingers around, point them towards the knees, and you can move through some cat-cows, opening up the forearms, dropping through the heels of the palms, again, gripping through those fingertips. Take the time to just see what feels good, what lands. Take one more round of breath wherever you are. Just finding that playful energy, really kind of getting into that Leo season. And then when you're ready, we'll come towards a neutral spine. Wait for that inhale, bring the fingertips forward. You're gonna walk your hands all the way to the top corners of the mat. Make sure your toes are tucked here. And then start to tuck your chin to the chest, knit the bottom rib cage shut, feel the back waistline expand, and then dip your heart low. We'll come to puppy pose, hips stacked over knees. Inhale, hug the hands into the midline, and on your exhale, dip the heart a little lower. So inhale, really engage through your arms, hug the forearms into the middle, and then exhale, dip the heart even lower. One more breath. Exhale it all the way through, and then inhale, press down through the hands, lift yourself up, walk your hands back, but keep them in front of the shoulders, about a whole handprint. Toes are tucked, we'll begin to lift the hips, float the knees, come up to downward dog. Pedal through your feet, sway your hips, dip the shoulders, release your head, neck, and jaw. Again, coming towards that like playful energy here. Kind of checking out or checking in, like what's going on in the body. This is like a full body posture, so just notice what it really offers the breath. How can you get a full body breath here? Get the inhales all the way to those hips, up to the collarbones, and then exhale, pour the breath out of you. Now as you inhale, can you ground through the inner edges of the palms where the thumb and the pointer meet, and then hug the hands into the midline. Feel the back of the heart fire up, and then from the back of the heart, press the hands down and out with your exhales. Let the hips grow even taller. Drop your heels back and down. You're gonna do all that again. Inhale, hug the hands in, lift your heels high. On your exhale, press your hands down and out as you press your heels back and down. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Think like the top end of your push-up. Unravel the back of the heart. And then take a moment, tuck the tailbone, lift your inner thighs. Take a deep belly breath. On your exhale, come forward and lower all the way to your belly, nice and slow. Line your thumbs up with your sternum, so that's your breastbone. You might need to slide the hands back. Press down into the tops of the feet so much the kneecaps lift. Inhale to lift your head and heart. Find baby cobra. On your exhale, lower it down. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift up, soften those glute muscles, make space in the low back, and then exhale, lower. Now inhale, lift up through your table, tuck your toes. Let's lift the hips, downward dog. Take a deep full breath and sigh it out. Nice. You're going to inhale, float right leg up and back. Keep those toes facing down so the foot's flexed. And then step it through between the thumbs. Let's come into our lunge. On your inhale, sweep your arms forward and up, biceps by the ears. Soften the tops of the shoulders and ground down through the feet. So as you ground through the sole of the right foot, I'm going to inch mine forward, give yourself space, and then power up that back leg where the power comes from in our crescent. So lift the back heel over the ball of the foot, and then maybe you can bend a little deeper into the front knee. Gorgeous. Now hook the right outer hip back. Drop that hip down and pull it back so it's like you're squeezing the thighs in. Now inhale, hug the legs into the midline. And on your exhale, press the feet down and out. Reach your fingertips higher. One more breath. Inhale, hug it in. Exhale, reach down through the feet, out through the fingers. Let's bring hands to heart. As many steps as you need, you're going to pop that back foot forward. Lift your knee into the chest. Lift it up, flex your foot. Nice, and then sweep the arms up as you lower that foot. Reach up. Exhale, fold in half. Fingertips to the mat. Inhale, rise up halfway. Reach the heart. On your exhale, fold. Come into a ragdoll. Hold on to opposite wrists or elbows. Maybe you sway side to side or just hold on to your legs. Wrap yourself around yourself. Chin towards the chest, head heavy as you take the weight into the balls of the feet. Lift and spread the toes. And then maybe nod the head yes, shake it no. Really come into your breath here. Let it expand into the back body. One more breath for Uttanasana. Exhale, release what you're holding on to. Nice. And then inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the fingertips, and lunge the left leg back. We're going to lower the back knee, so pad up with a blanket as you'd like. And then tuck your back toes, walk your back knee behind you, maybe another inch, and then climb your hands to the front thigh. Let's come into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Now drag the back knee forward, like it's going to move, but it doesn't, and then drag through ground through the front foot and drag it back. Same thing here. Feel the sits bones lengthen to the floor. Lift your hip points towards the rib cage. Now on an inhale, reach your arms up. Feel that like steadiness in the foundation here. Soften the tops of the shoulders. Maybe lift your gaze to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Take a deep full breath. Hug the legs in. On your exhale, you're going to twist towards the brick wall, bringing the arms out to a T. Yeah, so right arm back, left arm forward. Keep dragging the left knee forward, right foot hooks back. Soften the tops of the shoulders. Take a deep inhale, lift through the crown. And now you can stay here or let the right hand get heavy and lift your left arm up to the sky. Nice. Take a deep breath in here. Feel that come all the way through that top of the left thigh. And then wait for your exhale. Cartwheel the hands back down. Frame out your front foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift your back knee. Step it back. Downward dog. Deep inhale. And a long exhale. Pedal, notice, and receive this energy, this like feedback within the body. Totally optional. On your inhale, you can come forward to plank. Pause for a moment. Feel the heels over the balls of the feet. Feel the heart reaching forward. Take a deep breath. Rock to your tippy toes. On your exhale, lower all the way down. At least one more time. Untuck your toes. Press into the tops of the feet. Maybe now you straighten your arms. Come up for cobra. If you're ready for it, just feel out the back. And then slowly melt it down. Elbows back. Tuck your toes. Lift up through table. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, press them back and down. Now inhale, float the left leg high to the sky. Toes face down, hips are square to the mat. Step it through, catch your lunge. Inhale, sweeps the arms forward and up. Rise up, crescent lunge. Same thing here, maybe you wiggle the feet so you have a little more space. Now rise up through that right inner thigh, so you lift through the heel, and then exhale, maybe bend deeper. Cool, now plug into the core of the pelvis. Drop your left outer hip down and back. Sweep the outer right hip forward like you're squeezing the thighs. On an inhale, reach up, hug the feet together. On your exhale, press the feet down and out and get longer through the spine. One more breath like that. Inhale, hug the legs in. Exhale from the core of the pelvis, press the feet down and out, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart, as many steps or big hop as you'd like. Bring that right knee into the chest. Flex the foot, lift the heart. Release and sweep your arms out and up. Don't you feel like Simone Biles when you do that? Like every time. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Now lunge the right leg back. We're going to lower that knee, so pad up with a blanket. Tuck your back toes. Give yourself some inches, some space. Ground through the front foot when you're ready. Anjaneyasana. Reach up, low lunge. Gorgeous. And then really try to level out the pelvis here. Try to keep those sits bones anchoring down so you feel the hip points lift. Level out that pelvis. This is where the foundation really resides. Drop the left outer hip as you drag the right knee forward. Hook that left hip back, left foot back. Take a deep breath, reach up. Now on your exhale, you're gonna twist towards the stairs, the hallway. Bring the left arm out, right arm forward. Stay tall, like you're being lifted through the ear tips. You got puppet strings pulling you up. Nice, now inhale, drag the right knee forward. Exhale to hug the shoulder blades in as you reach through those fingertips. Now maybe revolve the twist, lower that left arm, reach the right arm up to the sky. Gorgeous, keep that steady foundation. One more belly breath. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift that knee and send it back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, sigh it out. On your inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, you're gonna lower in the style of you, so through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, opens your heart, upward dog or cobra, point the toes, press down into the toenails. Nice, exhale, melt the heart, lift up through table, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here and let it go. On your next breath, let's float the right leg high to the sky. Exhale to step it through between your thumbs. Spin the back heel down and grab a block. Bring it under your right hand, inside of the right ankle, and left hand can float to the hip. So we'll come to side angle from here. Stack the hips and then stack the left shoulder over the right shoulder. Cool, and then maybe you inch your left foot behind you a little more just to create more space. Anchor through the outer edge of that back foot, and then as you bend deeper into the front knee, press your right inner knee into the right arm, and then press your right arm back into the knee so you feel the adductors, the inner thighs wake up. Now as you press down into the right block, can you lift your right waistline away from the thigh, and then spin the heart and belly up towards the sky, reach the left arm up. Spin the palm to me and then lower your arm by the ear. Utthita Parsva Konasana, extended side angle. Keep pressing arm into leg and leg into arm to open the chest up even more. Gorgeous, stay here as you reach, or you could circle that arm down and around, finding some circles in the shoulder. Feel free to roll the wrists and scrunch your fingers. Get a little dramatic, maybe a little more passive. Reaching up and back, reverse the circle. Nice. Yeah, spread across the chest. And then on your next breath, reach the left fingertips up to the sky. Let them float you all the way up to a warrior two. So arms open to a T. Keep forgetting I'm streaming. Can't leave you guys hanging at home. Now, bend even deeper into the front knee and see if you can anchor the sits bones down to the mat. And then as you reach back for the wall behind you, can you lift that right hip out of the thigh and then descend the top of the thigh more? Gorgeous. Press the knee open, squeeze the right heel into the midline. Take another inhale. Exhale, and then slowly you're gonna press through that front leg, hands to the heart. We're gonna pivot that back heel up. So spin the left hip forward, find your lunge, and then inhale, get tall through the arms, reach up, get long in the left side, and then you're gonna slowly twist, hook your left elbow outside of the right thigh. Yep, you got it, go for that twisted side angle. Casey, you can say here. And then as you hook left elbow over that right outer knee, can you press elbow into knee, knee into elbow, and then open your heart up to the thumbs even more. Take your time, hug the legs in. Maybe you open your arms up, spreading across the chest. This is all anatomy. So if you have a short torso like me, it doesn't really work as well. One more inhale. On your exhale, slowly unwind. You're going to release your hands to the mat. Bring them inside of the right foot. Now let's lower the back knee down. Pat up as you'd like. Walk your left knee behind you another inch or two. Walk your right foot out as wide as your mat. Take your left hand on the other side, and then right hand can float up to the thigh. Now spin the belly button towards the inner thigh. Open up for a twist. Lean the head back. If this feels good, stay. But if you'd like, bend that back knee, hook, like really flex that left foot, squeeze your heel to the glute and reach back. Maybe you capture your foot or ankle. Maybe use your strap. Now still drag that back knee forward, ground through all four corners of the front foot and drag it back. You'll feel even more in that left thigh, belly of the thigh. Take a deep breath. Stay for a long exhale. On an inhale, slowly release. Bring hands back to the mat. Tuck the back toes. We'll step it back, downward dog. Pedal it out, pedal it through. Take the time to just kind of notice what you feel and where you feel it here. If you'd like, inhale, come forward to plank, totally optional. On your exhale, lower in the style of you through Chaturanga Dandasana, with or without knees. Inhale, opens the heart, collarbones wide, beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ground through the inner edges of the palms, grip through the fingertips. Press the hands down and out to take the sits bones higher. Rib cage together, inner thighs back. One more breath. On your next inhale, float left leg high. Is it hot? Okay. Exhale, step it through, catch your lunge, and then spin the back heel down, grab a block, bring it under that left hand, under the shoulder, and right hand to the hip. Let's check out this side. Now stack hips, stack shoulders, slide your head back in space. Cool, and then even stick your butt back, and then ground the sits bones towards the mat. Literally get heavy in that left glute. And then maybe the right arm reaches to the sky. Spin your palm towards the front of the room and lower your arm by the ear. Get all that space in the right side. Press through the left hand to get more space in the waistline. Nice, take a deep full inhale, press arm in the leg in the arm, and then maybe you start to rotate the right arm in big circles. Roll the wrists, scrunch your fingers, move in all directions. Maybe reach that arm back. Take it all the way down. And then the next time that right arm reaches to the sky, we'll pause, ground through the feet, and then rise all the way up. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Stack those shoulders over the hips. Gorgeous. Once again, it's like you're taking the butt back. That way your outer hip aligns with the back ankle, and then ground the sits bones. Root them down. Reach back for the wall behind you. And then descend the top of the left thigh more. Squeeze your left heel to the midline to trek the knee open a second or third toe. One more belly breath. Think inner body bright. Lift through those armpits. And then exhale, reach. Cool, let's bring hands to the heart, just so the awareness sits at the center of us. Now you're gonna pivot to the top of the mat. Spin that right heel up. Come to the ball of your foot. Squeeze those thighs together so you square out the hips here. Take a deep full breath. Reach your arms up. And then get long on the right side. And as you exhale, twist. Hook your right elbow outside of the knee. Hands to prayer. And then press arm in the leg in the arm to twist your heart even more towards your thumbs. Gorgeous. Take another breath here. Lengthen from the back heel all the way through the crown. Maybe you open your arms. Maybe you keep hands at prayer. Gorgeous. One more belly breath. Exhale. Now you're going to slowly unwind. Bring the hands inside of your left foot. Lower the back knee and walk your left foot nice and wide on your mat. Take your right hand on the opposite side of the mat. Float the left hand to the thigh. So for a monkey twist, we're going to slowly pivot, twist the heart over to the left, And then maybe you bend that back knee. See what it feels like coming to the base of the thigh. Gorgeous. Keep the right elbow soft. Just notice if it locks. And then maybe reach back for the the right foot with the left hand. Find that twist. Find that thigh stretch. Even if you don't have the foot in the hand, drag the back knee forward and drag the front foot back so you feel the legs engaged. One more belly breath. Gorgeous, Jean. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, twist a little more. On your next inhale, slowly release. Hands back to the mat, tuck the back toes. Let's take it back, downward dog. Inhale here. Sigh it out. Let's inhale, come forward to plank. On your exhale, lower in the style of you. Find your chaturanga. Inhale, opens the heart, collarbones wide, anchor through the inner edges of those palms. And then exhale, up and back, downward dog. One more breath like this. Exhale, knees to the mat. Let's grab a child's pose, grab a sip of water. Take a moment, take a beat. How are we doing? It feels okay in here? Okay, I can pump it up. Allow your head to be grounded, whether it's on your forearms, the mat, or a block. Maybe you roll your head out, kind of activating that pressure point right in the middle of the forehead. Roll out so much you get into the neck and the jaw, which releases the pelvic floor, which offers space in the hips, all connected. Just take another full breath where you are. Breathe into the back body, the side body, swell the belly up, and then exhale, soften into all that space. When you're ready, you're gonna slowly reach your arms forward, plug in the fingertips, peel yourself up. We're gonna come all the way to our belly, grab your strap, and we're gonna roll onto the back. Oh yeah, we're doing it. Get it into those legs. Take your strap and you're gonna wrap it around your right foot. You think you'll feel okay on your back? Yep. We're gonna do leg stretches. I'm trying to think. You can. I know. Like, what if you do this and then we could even put this here? Yeah. Like, try that. All right, cool. So once your right foot is in the strap, and at any point roll over to your left, it doesn't feel good. Right foot in strap, kick it up to the sky. You're gonna flex your foot, so spread the toes and start to just point and flex that foot. And now the left leg, we ain't just letting it hang out. We gotta really, pay attention to that one too. You can either bend the knee, have the foot on the mat, but keep the knee hugging into the midline so it's not just splaying open. And now if the leg is long on the mat, the inner left heel is rooting down into the surface. Flex that left foot, pull the toes back so you stay active. No matter what, where you are. Now just flex your right foot. Walk your hands a little closer towards your foot. So hike up on the strap, but keep your shoulder blades grounded. And now you're gonna try to encourage your toes over your head. And as you try to bring that foot over your head, can you press the right thigh away from you? Breathe, soften, and notice. Just check it out. Get curious. Can I give you a little adjustment? Mm-hmm. Can I give you a little assist?
Sure.
I'm just going to press on the top of the thigh. No, none of them do. Keep softening the back body into the earth. Release the shoulders and breathe into the back of the right thigh. One more inhale. Nice. And then when you're ready, you're going to take both ends of the strap into your right hand. Take the left hand to the top of your hip. And then let the right leg splay open to the right. Keep the foot flexed. Pull the toes back. Really pull that pinky toe back. And now you're going for more of a supine triangle. So rather than getting the foot towards the floor, try to get the toes towards your ear. And breathe here. keep the sacrum grounded, at least both of the glutes grounded to the earth. Try not to let the left hip or left glute lift. And still keep pressing that right thigh away from you. Take another deep breath. Can I give you a little assist? Okay, press your legs into my legs. Yeah. One more inhale. Nice. Now inhale, slowly float the right leg all the way back through center. Take both ends of the strap into your left hand. Take your right hand and shove the thumb like in the crease of your hip. Now you're going to encourage the right leg over the midline just about an inch or two. So you're going to really try to keep that right outer hip grounded. Flex the right foot. Can I give you a little assist? Pull these toes back more. Yes, I feel okay. Can I get in here? I'm going to do it for you. Think like right glute, yes, to that left inner ankle. You plug in. Yep, you got it, Yoav. Keep breathing. You're just waking up some muscle fibers. One more inhale. Long exhale. Stay with it. Nice. Now slowly just let the right leg fall all the way over to the left. You're going to go for a full twist. So if you have that left knee bent, you're going to lengthen it out now. Yep, and you can just relax it in the twist. It doesn't need to flex. Keep breathing here. Come over. Try to spread it out. You mind if I exercise you? Hug your legs into mine. Naturally, it's going to happen. We can't see what we're doing. Keep that right shoulder blade down. And just let that right leg float. Nice. Take one more inhale. Cool. Now inhale, float the right leg back to the sky. Slip your left foot, into the strap and lengthen the right leg long. And just for a moment, let the right leg simmer, toast. Let it just feel. Let it stretch out. How was that? Was that good? All right. And then do what you want with the right leg. You can bend it or straighten it. Just keep it active. And you're going to start to flex and point the left foot. Let's just get some mobility within that left ankle. And if that right leg is grounded, really anchor into the inner left or inner right heel. Toes point straight up to the sky. And now you're just going to flex the left foot, pull the toes down to you, and walk your hands up the strap. Shoulder blades grounded, and encourage the left toes over your head. Keep the knees soft, unlocked as you press the left thigh back away from you. Breathe into those shakes. Really feel those shakes. Take another inhale. Can I give you a little assist? Feel free to say no. Good, good. All right, nice. Now take both ends of your strap into your left hand, and you're going to just place your right hand on top of the hip point, and then let the left leg open all the way out to the side. Yeah, just watch out for neighbors. If you're really close to a wall, I don't think anyone is, so you can always bend the knee. Now again, think triangle pose. So think toes more towards your ear, yes, then outer edge of the foot to the floor. I was going to say, you know what, you could use this. Can I give you a little assist? Yeah. All right, you're going to press into my legs. I can't even get you. That's how far you are. Press this leg into mine. Yep, go ahead. I'm in a warrior two. Can you feel that in the hamstrings? Yeah. All right, take one more breath here. Hug it in, hug it in. All right, cool. Now slowly lift that left leg back up. Take both ends of the strap into your right hand. Slip your right thumb into the, left thumb into the left hip crease. And now you're gonna flex that left foot and just dial that leg over the midline like an inch or two. We're not going too far at all. Try to keep the sacrum grounded. Can I give you a little more assist? So keep this back here. Lift this up. Flex the foot. Yes, pinky toe back. Flex the right foot here. Ground through the inner heel. Is that okay? Feel it more on the outer edge of the leg?
Yeah.
Like IT band. All right, cool. Offer it some love, some grace, some space. One more inhale here. This is like the toughest one. And then from here, we'll just go all the way into the twist. So enjoy the twist. Let that left leg fall all the way over to the right. Let the left arm open. So really get the shoulder blade grounded rather than the foot. I'm just going to even you out. And just drink in the breath here. Let it go down towards the lumbar spine. Bathe and bask in the breath. One more full inhale. Nice, and on your next breath in, guide that leg all the way back through center. Release the strap, just set it aside. Lengthen both legs down and reach your arms up over your head. Roll the ankles, roll the wrists. Kind of let that go and just notice how much taller you probably are. Stretching all that out. And then hug your knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around the shins. Maybe give yourself a few rocks side to side. Maybe move the knees in circles just to massage the sacrum and the glutes into the mat. Now, two options. You can rock and roll yourself up to a seat or up to tabletop, or you can roll yourself over and just build your way up. We'll come meet in table. Take your time. Once you get here, get in a few cat-cows. Just to get some more juice and loosiness into spine. Roll the neck, release the jaw. Shrug the shoulders. When you're ready, tuck those toes, walk your hands forward. Let's lift the hips, come into downward dog. And just notice, maybe the down dog feels longer. Maybe you feel like you have more space or access to the back of the legs. Let the breath take up that space. Let's take a deep inhale and offer it back out. Nice. On your next breath in, lift your heels, bend your knees, look past your thumbs, step, hop, or walk to the top. Cool. Make sure your strap isn't too far. I'm thinking about it like they're all probably at the back of the mat. All right, cool. And then you're going to take your two peace fingers. Let your feet be hip-width distance apart. Two peace fingers, wrap them around your big toe. That's your middle finger and index. Bend your knees. Inhale to lift up halfway, just to lengthen your arms as much as you can. And then exhale, fold, belly to thighs, chin to the chest. Let the head, the crown, grow towards the earth as the hips lift up to the sky for Padangusthasana, Yogi Toe Lock. Now feel free to really try to lift your big toe as you press the fingers down, or keep it a little more passive and just feel the fold. But you can make it as active or as passive as you'd like. One more breath in, try to spin the inner thighs to the wall behind you. And exhale, slowly loosen up on those fingers. I'm going to give you two, actually, no, I'm not going to give you an option. We're going to grab the strap. So grab your strap here. Give you enough options. Slip your right foot on top of your strap. You're going to bring your left hand to your hip, bend the knees, lean into your left foot, and then slowly rise all the way up. Bring the right knee into your chest. Stack shoulders over the hips, slide the head back, grow tall through the spine. Keep that standing knee soft. Just notice if it locks out. Now, when you're ready, you're going to extend that leg long in front of you. Flex your foot, just like we did earlier. It was like on the mat. And then see if you can drop the outer right hip down. You can even bend that knee, that standing knee. Drop the hip, and then sweep that glute towards the inner thigh. Now you're plugged into the core of the pelvis. And then can you lift your leg even higher? Cool. Take a moment, breathe. This is extended, like hand to foot pose, something Padangusthasana. Now you're going to take your right leg out to the side. Take your time, just check in with the balance. You can always bring that left arm out as a counterbalance. And then take your leg back through center. Take both ends of the strap into your left hand. Stand tall, shoulders back, take your time, a lot of bounce on one leg. And then maybe you start to boomerang or find that like arrow arm back. Pull that right arm back and then maybe extend the arm behind you. Gorgeous. Lean into the twist with the gaze. Take your time. Doing so much. Drop that outer hip. One more breath. And slowly return back to center. Lower the leg down. Woo! Slip that strap off. Let's set it aside for now and just shake it off. Come into mountain pose. How'd that feel? Is that okay? Yeah. Balance is crazy. All right, take a deep breath. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Inhale to rise up halfway. Exhale, hinge. Let's bring feet about hip width distance. Now you have two options. You can go back to the yogi toe lock or slip your whole hand under your foot. Come to gorilla pose. The toes can massage your wrists, maybe the heels of the palms. Soften your knees and then inhale, rise up halfway like you're lifting your feet up with your hands, and then exhale like you're pressing the feet down into the hands. Chin to the chest. Notice what this offers you wherever you are. We'll take one more breath. Awesome. Slowly step off of your hands. Rise up halfway just to lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, reach for your strap. Step on the strap with the left foot. Right hand to hip. We're going to rise all the way up. Bring that left knee into the chest. Let's check out this side. Just find the balance first in that standing leg. Unlocking the leg so you feel the flow, that like access to your power. Lengthen the right or left leg in front. And then bend that right knee. Drop the left hip so we have some space in the pelvis. And then you're going to swoop that hip under you and pull it back like you're plugging the thigh into the socket. Now stand tall in that standing leg. Flex your left toes. Take both hands into that left hand. And then we're going to open the leg wide. Nice. Pull the toes back. Maybe the right arm opens. You got it. Counterbalance. Gorgeous. We all look like swaying trees. One more breath. Back through center. Take your time. Now take both ends of the strap into the right hand. Left hand can just rest on the hip, especially encouraging that left hip down. Or take that bow and arrow and pull the fist towards your shoulder. And then maybe reach all the way back with the arm. Kick through that heel. Take one more breath. Slowly unwind. Take your time. Release the leg down. Nice, Camden. You had it. And then strap drops to the side. Let's shake it off. Come back to mountain pose, Tadasana at the top of your mat. Take a deep belly breath. Sigh it out. Now inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold, touch the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step it back to your plank. Take one more flow or go straight to downward dog. Let this be your practice, your guide, your breath is your teacher. Cool. When you're ready, let's slowly come all the way to belly. Last time, you're going to roll onto your back. That way, just your feet are facing that way. Head is this way. Once you land on your back, just bring your feet to the mat so the knees bend. Walk your feet out nice and wide, and then knock your knees in towards each other. And if that doesn't offer your hips any relief, you can always lengthen your legs long. Take a moment to just breathe into the back body here. Let the back rib cage spread into the earth. The sacrum flatten into the mat. Take advantage of all of your respiratory muscles, filling up belly, side body, back body. One more inhale here. Then you're going to walk your feet back in just to lift your knees up. Cross your right ankle over the left thigh. And then lift the left knee up and wrap your hands around the left thigh, coming into Sukirandrasana, eye of the needle. Flex your right foot, flex both feet here, and really try to hug your knee, your left knee in towards your chest, and try to ground the right glute towards the mat. So you feel the outer right hip. Soften the shoulder blades, soften the jaw. Let the back of the neck be long here. So notice if it's just your chin is lifted, you're crunching a little. Can I give you a little assist? Nice, but flex both feet, keep them active. See if you can hug the left knee in more and encourage the sacrum and tailbone down to the earth. Just take another breath in and a slow breath out. Awesome. Slowly release. Bring both feet to the mat. Bring your feet about hip width distance and your arms alongside the body, and then float the forearms up so you can walk the elbows into the rib cage. Think robot arms, palms face each other. Press down into the elbows and the center back of your skull, and then lift your chest up to walk the shoulder blades into the back of the heart. Nice. Keep that there. Now press down through the feet and lift your hips up. Come to bridge pose. Give those hip flexors some more space and rest your hands somewhere on the midsection of the body. And come into your breath. Feel the breath under the palms and feel your exhale soften. Now notice if you're clenching your glutes, can you relax the glutes a little more and give your low back some space? And then with each inhale, hug your thighs into the midline like you're holding a block. On your exhales, press your feet down and out and lift your hips even higher. Do that again. Inhale, hug the thighs, hug the knees into center. And then exhale, press the feet down and out. Lift your hips, your heart, and your chin even higher. Nice. One more breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down to the back. Take your feet wide. Knock your knees in or windshield wiper the knees. Release your jaw, soften through the eyebrows. Let yourself melt and soften. And then we'll lift the knees back up, walking the feet in. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Flex your foot. Float the right leg up. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. Go for Sukirandrasana, eye of the needle. Flex both feet. And then relax the shoulders, melt the shoulder blades to the earth. Feel the neck lengthen and the jaw slide back towards the throat. Keep those toes pulling back towards the knee. And then as you hug the right knee in, even you out. You're going to try to anchor that left sits bone down towards the mat. Breathe into the outer left hip. Perfect, Casey. I was going to say go there, but you look so comfortable. One more deep breath in. On your inhale, slowly release the hands, release the feet back to the mat. All right, cool. Take the elbows alongside the body. I'll give you two options. If you want to take it to upward bow, you're more than welcome in bringing your hands next to your ears. But if you want to come back to bridge, elbows next to rib cage, fire up those forearms. Wherever you are, start to lift the chest and walk the shoulder blades in. Press down into the center back of your skull in your bridge pose. And then on your exhale, press through the feet and lift your hips. If you're going to come to upward bow, press through the hands, maybe land at the crown of the head. Plug the bottom tips of the shoulder blades in again on the upper back, and then press through the arms and lift the chest. Gorgeous. Wherever you are, hug those thighs in. And on your exhales, press through the feet so much. If you're an upward bow, you could straighten your legs. Nice. Inhale, hug the knees into the midline. One more breath here. On your exhale, tuck your chin and lower all the way back down. And bridge, you can start to melt the back body to the earth. Gorgeous. Take your feet as wide as your mat and windshield wiper knees side to side. You're gonna knock your knees over towards the left. Looks like everyone's going left. Bring your arms out towards cactus. Let the shoulder blades be grounded. Just breathing into the supine twist. You can stay right here with these 90-90 legs, or you could slip your left foot on top of the right thigh. That will just help anchor the knee down, and also it gives you a little bit of a right thigh stretch, right hip stretch. Your gaze can stay neutral. Maybe it goes with the knees or away from the knees. Just kind of finding what feels good in your neck. As you breathe into the whole spine, getting the breath down to the lumbar spine, feel the right rib cage get heavy towards the earth. One more breath in. And you can slip the left foot off of the thigh, inhale the knees through center, and then we'll windshield wiper them over to the right. Maybe right foot on top of the left thigh. And then take your gaze maybe in the opposite direction. Breathe. Let that back rib cage try to float back towards the mat. On your next breath in, slip the right foot off, lift your knees up. If you'd like, hug your knees in towards your chest, knees to rib cage, coming towards a happy baby. If it feels good to rock side to side. And then lengthen one leg and then the other. We'll come into our final rest, lengthening the legs, reaching out the arms, coming into a sweet, sweet Shavasana. Set yourself up, maybe layering up or propping up. Maybe let your hair down, or just land where you are. We'll be here for just a few moments, where there's nothing left to do, but just be exactly as you are. Start to feel the muscles soften from the bones and the skin soften from the muscles. Allow your breath to spread out into every fiber of your being. Send yourself over into this exploration of now. These divine moments happening right in front of us that are never too mundane to be curious about. And allow your awareness to ride each current of the breath. Witnessing each inhale pour into the next exhale. And bearing witness to each exhale pouring out of you in all directions. Spreading yourself out into the world around you. And slowly start to deepen the breath. Call yourself down, back into your body. You can start with swaying your head side to side, offering gentle movements, maybe rolling your jaw, wiggling fingers and toes. If it feels good, reach your arms overhead as you roll your ankles and wrists. And then we'll start to bend the knees and bring the feet to the mat. Roll yourself over to one side. Just pause for a breath or two. Just kind of collecting yourself in all of your layers. When you're ready, you're going to press yourself up towards a seat. Your eyes can stay closed or just keeping that awareness inwards. Once you sit up, let's gather hands in front of the heart, just coming back into this same gesture that we began with, sealing our practice together in an Anjali Mudra, just honoring yourself for showing up and really participating with curiosity, coming with some receptive energy and just taking it all in, leaving what you didn't need. We'll end this practice with the sound and vibration of Om together. Feel free to just listen. Feel free to join me. This chant really represents that all things are temporary, having the sounds of the beginning, middle, and end, and then we conclude in our silence. So we'll start with a cleansing breath. Let's inhale together. Let it all go. And then we'll inhale for Om. Let's lift the base of the thumbs into, to our third eye, just inviting in light, love, and peace into your heart. And then on your exhale, bow towards your heart as we seal in our practice. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for joining. Hope you feel good. Hope you feel better. Yeah, thanks. Let me know if you have any questions. Good job. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thanks, Rachel. What'd you say? I said thanks. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, that was great. Yeah, good. Glad you came.